you don't really need a hat. The other thing people rent is knee pads and arm pads. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't rent them. You might as well rent them. I don't think they're that expensive, like 50,000, 80,000 for the whole 3, 4, 5 days. So if you want to do something a little different, like we are, we're doing a one-way rental from Ha Giang to Chao Ban, and we're going to this incredible spot. I'm not going to reveal it yet. Up near the Chinese border, but further north, south, east, further east. So if you want to do something a bit different and do like a one-way rental, you can use QT rentals like we did. Really cool. Okay, I'm pretty sure that is it. We're also with Wes. We're going to be driving together for the next 6 days here. We're actually doing the Ha Giang slightly different from everyone else. Let's get on the road and let's start this adventure, guys. I've been waiting to do this for the last 5 years. Let's go. I think the sketchiest we've had. So just ahead here is China. You can see the cameras. I'll go through this tractor. Want to be on the horn here. Go, go. We've just started this journey, guys, and already 30 minutes out of the town, and this place, this region is just beautiful. Literally layers of mountains in the distance, hardly any people, green landscapes. I am so pumped for this. Yee-hoo! We are driving up this incredible pass, guys. This is insane. There are quite a few lorries, but they go really slow up, so it's quite easy to overtake them when you can see ahead. Because we left quite late, we're trying to make it to this viewpoint, so that we've got time to get to our place before the dark. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's it. So this spot is called Heaven's Gate, and I mean, can you see why? We've got this incredible road. I think this is the way we're going to go next. So we're going along this path all the way down, and I guess into the valley. But absolutely enormous. I think we're going to one of the highest points in Vietnam later on the trip. As soon as we started climbing on the bike, the temperature dropped. Had to put the jacket on. Let's have a look at the temperature actually. What is it? 19 degrees, but I think the air temperature, like when you, it's obviously is when you're behind the truck. Oh boy. Look at this as we come around this mountain and just reveal more mountains, more scale, more size. I've heard day one is like '88. We've got 2 double beds, which is ideal. Yeah, but driving in the dark was a little bit sketchy, but as long as you take it slow, don't go too fast, it was okay. Pretty dark outside now, as you can see. But we're gonna go get some food because we are starving. Big day, but yeah, bigger day tomorrow. See you there. Good morning, it is day 2 of the Ha Giang Loop, and today is going to be an epic day. We've got a massive, crazy pass we're going to be doing today, and we're actually going to be going, hopefully, fingers crossed, going to China, which is going to be a bit crazy, but we're going to give it a go. So let's jump on the bike. It's very early. We want to get on the road before the big tour groups get on, so let's buckle up. Let's get on the road. It's like 6 a.m. There's so many people out already. Hopefully we miss the big tour groups. because that's the one thing about the Ha Giang now. It is pretty busy with tour groups and stuff, and the spots obviously aren't massive, the viewpoints, so we want to try and get there before everyone else. So right now we're driving through this little town, and there's Vietnamese and communist flags all over the place. And last night we heard this like communist music, and it's quite crazy, quite very different culture to the rest of Vietnam, but very interesting. One rule to know at the gas station: if you're in Vietnam or Asia, make sure you push your way in, otherwise everyone just cuts in and gets their fuel. Kind of a free-for-all here rather than a line like you would in the UK. So straight onto the highway, not the highway but the high road. Here we go, look at this. This road is definitely, I think, the sketchiest we've had, definitely. Just got to be careful. Like humongous. I'm gonna keep saying that probably for the whole video, but it's true. Oh man, you might have seen this on Instagram, this little shot. It looks insane, and we're the only ones here because I think it's only like 7 AM. It often gets really busy. Get here early and you'll be the only ones here. Not far from Yen Min, probably 20-30 minute drive. We're going to move on fairly quickly to try and stay ahead of the crowds today, because I think we're like an hour and a half in front. I don't want to be with the crowds, I just want to have these mountain roads to ourselves, because that's how, I don't know, feels more right, feels more peaceful. We have been climbing for quite some time now, and it has definitely got colder. My hands are starting to get really cold now. Literally driving through the clouds. This is crazy. Hello. High five? High five? And another? Yeah. And another? Yeah! Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good time. There's a cafe here. Just come to this little cafe. 30k for a Vietnamese coffee. Very nice. Really tasty. He's got a proper machine and the beans back there. But they must grow coffee in this region, so surely it's got to be fresh and good. We're gonna try this little off-piste thing. Signal left, not that there's anything, any cars here. You want to be on the horn here, you don't want anything coming into you. I think we've just come to a dead end, to be honest. I don't think there's anything too special down here, but yeah, pretty cool. Cool little thing. I think we'll turn around and just go back to the main road. Oh man, this is crazy. I'm sure this is where people will have accidents and stuff. When you hear of people dying on the Ha Giang Loop, with bits like this, you just got to be super careful and know what you're doing. Stay in a low gear so that you don't go too fast. Ugh. Never like those trucks on a narrow road like this, especially with no fencing on the side. So guys, we have just started the journey to Long Chu, which is the most northern part of Vietnam. We're going to be going really close to the Chinese border, and hopefully later maybe trying to go into China or going right next to the border. But yeah, this road, we've got to go all the way down, and then later on we've got to come back along this path. I think it's about 25 kilometers off route, but then we can obviously come back and then head to where we're staying tonight. It's going to be getting colder, it's going to be getting crazier, so let's go. Finally found somewhere to eat. Hopefully we're going to have some chicken noodle soup, some pho ga. Pho ga too? Yeah. Okay, come on.
All right, finally.
Let's have a little seat. Oh, we just saw a big tour group overtake us, so it's probably going to be quite busy further on, but I mean, at least we had a couple of hours to ourselves with like practically no foreigners at all. Look at this, we've got a massive pho ga chicken noodle soup. And I'm gonna dig in because I'm starving. It's already 10 o'clock. We got up at 6 a.m. So we need some eating. We need some fuel for the day to head to China, hopefully. I was feeling warm after that noodle soup, all like warm inside. As soon as we go back on the road, it's cold again, especially the hands. They said we didn't need gloves, but I'm thinking different now. China is literally less than a kilometre that way. Those mountain ridges, I'm pretty sure like that is China over there. I just checked on the map. That is mental. Chinese writing, Vietnamese writing and English writing, border belt. I wonder, there's no one here, but I feel like if you walk down here, you'll be walking maybe towards the border. Yeah. Towards the border. So I don't know if it's changed, but yeah, this is the border just over there. In the distance, you can see Chinese writing and there is a fence. So I think this is the border with China. Literally less than 100 meters that way is China. But yeah, I don't know if there's another part you can kind of get through or literally go to the fence, but yeah, there's a man in there basically guarding it, so can't go near here. Don't want to get into any trouble. Let's go a little bit further, see what we can find. So I think we found just a little trail where you can go up to the fence and there's like no one about, so it should be okay. Here we go, this little trail. The trail to China, here we go. We don't want to go into China, we don't want to do anything illegal. We just want to like touch the fence or something. Here we go. So just ahead here is China. You can see the cameras and the massive like big fence. We're literally on the border with China. And there was police patrol just back here. Crazy. In there, I don't really want to go because there's a camera just here, but that is China over there.
That's crazy.
You can see the barbed wire, the big fence. So Wes came here, what was it?
5 years ago.
5 years ago?
And back then you could just get through. There was like a hole in the fence and you could just pass. But they've increased security.
For sure, they probably know. It's not really a small little border crossing you can do now with all the tourists which come up to Ha Giang. Have you got that clip? Maybe we'll insert it.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah. There you go, guys. China's in the distance. So we have just passed a sign from welcome to Longchu, and these roads are massive. Suddenly it looks really developed. Oh, and there's the flagpole in the distance. There on the hill, the big flagpole. National flagpole Longchu.
40,000 kilometers.
I've just found out this is actually not the most northern part or most northern viewpoint of Vietnam. Apparently you have to drive about 3 kilometers over. Whoa. Just walked up the stairs and we got the flagpole above us. Blimey. Good views. So in the distance, just like 2 or 3 kilometers, is China again. Not quite as close as we were earlier, within 10 meters of the border, but still very close. We're feeling pretty tired after all the driving and getting up early. Honestly, it's tiring work, even though you're just sitting on a bike. You've got to concentrate lots because of the roads and the traffic. Just sitting down here, having a little drink. Oh. So these are one of the little tour groups coming in now. So these are, if you're doing an Easy Rider tour, this is what you'll be in. So guys, we just had lunch at this incredible Italian restaurant. Who would have guessed? In the most northern part of Vietnam, you've got an incredible Italian restaurant. Food was really good. A little bit expensive though. We're just at this spot, Don Vang Town. We're not actually staying in this town tonight like a lot of people. We're heading to another spot just further down because we are doing the Mapi Leng Pass, which is the most beautiful part of the Ha Giang Loop. Here we are, going up to the Mapi Leng Pass, one of the greatest roads in the world. Was that like Top Gear? Go on, give me it, give me it. Let's go, guys, let's go. Oh, wow. No, stop it, Vietnam. Stop it. Woohoo! God. This is literally giving me the chills. Partly because it's cold, but more because of the views. This is ridiculous. we've got to go through this tractor. It's a bit crazy. We have just arrived at this homestay. It's called Mapi Leng Homestay. It's a very basic place, but it's up here in the mountains, so of course they're not going to have the luxuries of other places, but we are literally on the doorstep of the Mapi Leng Pass. This is our room, obviously very basic. Beds are pretty hard like last night, but I'm sure we're going to sleep well because we've had such a chaotic day. This place is epic! So this morning we're first going to head to the Skywalk, which is like one of the most famous spots on the Ha Giang Loop. So here we are, this is the Mapi Leng Skywalk. We're just going to be walking along here. I've seen old videos of people literally biking along here, but I don't think you can do that anymore. Look at this. That is insane. The views. So this is still the Skywalk. Obviously it's not the touristy bit. We've gone a bit further down to kind of escape the tourism and the tourists and like try and go into like the little villages and stuff and get up a bit higher. But blimey, this altitude is taking it out of me because I'm not that fit at the moment. Not done too much walking, just been on a bike all day, haven't I? We're getting right up now. You kind of see the mountains in the distance, really big. Oh, blimey, look at my shoes. Just full of mud. Obviously, the landscapes around here are beautiful, but this area is actually the highest diversity of humans in the world. There's actually 17 different ethnic groups around here. The biggest one being the Hmong people, which they cover across northern Laos, northern Thailand, Myanmar, southern China, and also here in northern Vietnam. We've walked quite a way now and we've kind of come into this little village, literally just like 100 meters up here. This is quite cool. So this is probably one of the ethnic groups here in the Ha Giang province.
Take a train ride just to see you. Ride for hours just to please you. You don't know how much I need you.
So after that little village stop, like the kids were a little bit shy, but they were so excited by the cameras and stuff. And they just wanted to like shoot each other and like put each other on camera. But now we're going to head a bit further along the Mapi Leng Pass. And apparently there's some incredible views to come. So I'm excited for this. So here you can obviously see that they're making the road wider. It's obviously a lot smaller. We've just come into this cafe, ordered a little coffee, but you're gonna want to take a deep breath or sit down before I show you this view outside of this cafe. Look at this. Cheers. Here we go onto the next section of the road. And we've just passed this corner. Look at these freaking mountains. That coffee place we just had coffee is just around here, and then we turn around and you've got this. So let's do these roads in style. Blimey, that is a cliff. Okay, so here there must have been a landslide. Let's go nice and slow. Although there are barriers, so, you know, I've heard of people, you know, having actually passed away here, but there's barriers all the way along this route. So it must be quite difficult. Okay. Obviously this doesn't really have barriers. They've fallen off. I wonder if there was an accident here. That's crazy. That's quite a view behind me. Woohoo! Madness. Right, guys. We're going to have some lunch because we are starving. Honestly, walking around, just taking in the views, it is a lot of hard work. There we go, check out this lunch spot. Just ordered some chicken rice, com ga, and this is the view where we're going to eat it. Not too bad. a long way down there. I feel like they need some fencing on this part. Oh, it's seriously hard not stopping every 30 meters. You think you've got the best viewpoint, and then there's another one 30 meters later. So this bit of the Mappy Lane pass is a little bit sketchy. Oh. We'll just wait for this truck to come by. Okay, he told me to go. He didn't want me to wait. Hey, I think we've got to take a turn here to go down to the ferry port boat thing. So even if you indicate left, the bus is right away. There you go. We must be dropping down quite a way though. For the boat?
Yeah.
You here?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So it looks like you can't actually drive there. You've got to park here and then get this like electric shuttle to the boat ferry thing. Ticket counter. Looks like they're developing this area a lot, doesn't it? To the river canyon we go. Look at this. Look how blue it is. Like, that's actually quite incredible. I think in rainy season it's probably like completely different color, probably a lot more muddy, but wow. Look, we were up here literally like 40 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. Crazy stuff. Right, let's head on to the boat. It costs 120,000 to go on the boat and like the shuttle. So, you know, not too bad to be fair. Oh. We are on the boat, number 21. I think that's going to be a lucky number. I was 21 once, like a lot of people. Thank you. Ooh. So I just bought this little pastry for 10,000. Let's give it a go. It's quite good, yeah. Quite sweet, but not too sweet, which is a rarity for Vietnam. We are going through the canyon, and this place is mental. Being down below, you kind of see the scale of these mountains. Honestly, guys, you've got to come down here to the boat. Magical. We're heading back because it's getting quite late and we need to get to the hotel. Honestly, even though we've not done like loads of driving today, it's been like so tiring just constantly driving, like moving, shooting for like the last 3 days straight. So it's gonna be nice to chill tonight and then do it all again tomorrow. But we're actually heading away from the Ha Giang Loop and we're heading to another spot which is less touristy but could be even more special. So I'm excited for that. Back on the bikes to our hotel. So after that epic day, we are heading to Mio Vac, which is the town, literally, I think it's 20, 30 meters away, so not too far. And then I want to talk to you about what you need to know if you're doing the Ha Giang Loop, because I know a lot of you will want to be doing it, and there's a lot of questions with driving licenses, safety, all of that, and I want to answer your questions. But guys, honestly, you've got to watch the next episode. So that's not a reason to subscribe, then do it right now. Just go down, hit the subscribe button. We are in a hotel room now. We are in Mio Vac, and honestly, I've washed, had some food, and I feel so much better. Honestly, this hotel is amazing, especially compared to last night, where, as you probably saw from the videos, it wasn't good. And in the night, I actually saw rats in the hotel room. Well, it wasn't really a hotel, but you know what I mean. But this one, beautiful, really new. If you are staying in Mio Vac, it's called Giang Sun Hotel. It's really nice, really new, and 300k for a double bed, so 10 quid each, which is so good. Anyway guys, you know what this is. I asked you on Instagram what you wanted to know about the Ha Giang Loop, because obviously there's so many different questions, so much going on, so I thought this would be really useful for you guys. If you haven't already, go follow me on Instagram. It's @JoelFriendly, and yeah, you get the latest updates on what I'm doing, any questions like these. So yeah, just go down and do it, you know. And if you haven't subscribed, do that as well whilst you're at it. I mean,
that was crazy. We're just doing something slightly illegal, I think. He's dancing again. Good morning, welcome back to Vietnam. Today I'm in Ha Giang to ride the Ha Giang Loop on a motorcycle. Well, I'm going to be doing it for the next 3 days. It's a 3-day, 2-night tour, and the scenery is supposed to be spectacular, so I can't wait to get going. I did opt to go with an easy rider as opposed to riding myself because apparently there are lots of police around and there's police checkpoints. Kind of regretting it already, but at least I can film, take pictures and not have to worry about the driving. So, let's go. Okay, helmets are on. I'm about to leave to go do the Ha Giang Loop. This is my driver. Your name is?
Hi, I'm Dan. Today
His name
I'm
is Dan?
the tour guide for you.
He's my tour guide and driver, and he's the best. So
Okay, we go.
we're in safe hands. Let's go.
My friend. See you.
See you. Goodbye.
With gas. I have E. No gas. No gas.
You might want to do something about that.
No gas.
That might be a problem.
Good idea.
Okay, we're off to a good start. He's got no gas. You're doing the shorter version of the tour.
Look at that. Ingenuity at its finest.
Okay, everybody now has gas and we are leaving. He's answered the phone. Oh my god. It looks like we're starting to get into the twisty roads now. It's starting to climb a little bit as well, so hopefully the view should start to get really good. You can see we're surrounded by mountains anyway, so that's where we're heading basically. Just stopped after setting off like 2 minutes ago. I think there's police around the corner. So there's people that are riding on their own with no international driving license. So we're just doing something slightly illegal, I think. I think they're going to send the Vietnamese drivers back after we've gone through and get them to ride the bikes through with the guys who are riding on the road sat on the back. So it looks like there was an easy rider. Surely the police know this is happening. I mean, it's pretty obvious, you would have thought, but here's the checkpoint now.
Stand here, wait. Everyone come back, pick up everyone.
Okay. This is so funny. We're like a couple of 100 meters away from the police, round like 2 corners, and we're now stopping while they go back and fetch the illegal riders. Madness. I think we've been stood at the side of the road here for about probably 15-20 minutes. They've been going backwards and forwards, ferrying people through. They've been changing clothes, like putting different shirts on so that the police don't recognise them apparently. We're finally about to set off again. I think we've been stopped here for a good half an hour. And we're off. We're making another stop, and this is still not the lunch stop. No. Everybody's starving. The lunch stop's only, I think, 10 or 15 minutes away, he said. So, I don't know why we're stopping here. But, oh, well, I guess the view. So that might be why. Check this out. Hell yeah. promises lunch is the next stop, 20 minutes. Finally. This is amazing. Views are incredible. So we've just come past a big line of cars back there. I thought those all maybe parked. Well, they were parked, but I think something may have happened. It looks like we've made it through and I'm still not sure what had happened. And finally, we have a lunch spot.
Ôi giời ơi, đi xuống thâu là cái này thì còn một cỗ xe hơi quăng.
So the food looks really good. There's loads of choice and a lot of food. So I'm looking forward to getting stuck into this. That's lunch done. We've had about an hour's stop. I put my jumper on because it was getting a bit cold on that last stretch. And we're getting back on the bike and off we go. We've finally made it to the end of day one. It's 6:10. Everybody's tired, hungry and cold. It's been a good day today. Very enjoyable. The scenery has been amazing. And I think tomorrow is supposed to be the best day. So the scenery will be even better tomorrow. That's it for now. We'll pick it up again tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. Welcome back to Ha Giang. This is day 2. We've just had breakfast. We're about to get on the bikes and head off and do some miles. I think coming up today we've also got a boat tour, which I didn't know about, so we need to get on and get going. We're less than 10 minutes in and the view is insane. All right, we're only 20 minutes in. You've seen that the views are incredible, so we're having a little stop already and a little hike by the looks of it. Everyone's gone off and left me. Vietnam! And we're off again. Look at that. And look at all the bikes. Wow. We're stopping again. We need to stop all the time because it's amazing. We just need to stay stopped. We need to walk around, I think.
Amazing view.
How safe is that? Not very, I don't think, but we're doing it. And that's basically where we're going. We're heading down to the river. We're going on a boat trip. Just amazing, unbelievable. We've got a Ha Giang Loop traffic jam. We seem to be in some kind of long golf buggy and we're heading to go get on the boat. It's dancing again. Okay, so we've arrived at the lake, or near the lake. Nobody seems to know how long this boat ride is. Nobody seems to realise we was doing a boat ride. It's all a bit random. And we've now joined another group. So we've boarded the boat and some of us have made ourselves more comfortable than others. Whilst I'm sat on a plastic fold-up chair. And check out the modelling going on over here. Full traditional dress and then a luminous Nike socks. I guess you can't see the socks on the Instagram photos. End of the boat trip. It was nice enough. Nice. Steady little cruise down the river, down between the canyon, but yeah, nobody was expecting it and we'd all just have been happy to carry on riding, I think. But gives the arse a break from the bike, I suppose. Oh no. What do you mean, oh no, you're usually dancing? So now we're back on the road and we're going back the same way we came, all the way up, back to the top. We've arrived at lunch. And now we eat.
I'll never eat that.
Traditional Vietnamese cuisine. We've just finished lunch and we're now on our way back up into the mountains. There's some lovely driving roads on the Ha Giang Loop. This is not one of them. We have a deflated tyre situation. So I've called in at this local garage and we're getting some air. Or maybe we're replacing the inner tube. I'm not too sure. So this is what a local Ha Giang mechanic shop looks like. Everyone's feeling really sleepy now. Especially this little guy. He was screaming when we arrived, and now he's flat out.
Okay, cool.
Repair stop over, we're back on the road. Apparently we've got about 2 hours to go, and it is 4:20, so we kind of need to get a move on really. We were stopped there at that garage for a long time. We've had a slight mishap. Somebody had a little crash. I don't think it was too bad, but as he was standing up, he fainted and then started standing up again and fainted again. And yeah, I think he's all right now. They're just looking at the bike. Hopefully the bike's going to be okay. Hopefully he's going to be okay as well. Hello. 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 Oh, there's more. Hello. What are you doing? It's just tiny little kids climbing up this rock. Apparently it's nothing a rock can't fix, so hopefully we get it back up and running. Bye. Okay, the bike seems to be repaired and we're off again. Feels like we're never going to get there. And we've made it. We've arrived at our accommodation for the night. It's behind me. It's a homestay, so we're staying with like a local family who own the place. Should be interesting. Today's been really good. The view's unbelievable once again. So hopefully more of them tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day, so driving back to Ha Giang. See you in the morning. Night. Good morning and welcome to day 3 of the Ha Giang Loop here in Vietnam. We're just setting off, we're just leaving the homestay where we stayed last night and heading off back up to the mountains. I think we're going to a waterfall first thing. Apparently it's not too far away, so let's go! We've got some really low clouds this morning, covering the top of the mountains and all across there as well. Really nice, makes it really dramatic. These rice fields are beautiful. Yeah, so green.